Welcome to the last part of Unit 1. So we got this page here and this beautiful picture. So I want you to think, what will we listen about this time? And first, I want you to tell me or to write down, do you know anyone who has married someone of another nationality? And do they have any children? And you can try to guess the nationality of this family if they got different nationalities. After you finish doing this, I want you to read these 10 questions. I know, don't get scared. Just to break down the questions, read them one by one. And we're going to listen to two audios. The first audio, we're going to listen to Xavier talking about his family, and you're just going to underline the questions so that you cannot find an answer to from his audio. And after that, we're going to listen to his mother, and then you're going to complete answering the question. So let's say that you're going to read the 10 questions and listen to two audios, and then we are going to check the answers together. Make sure that you stop the video before the revision of the answers with me, okay? Let's get ready. Step number 1, you are going to read the questions first and try to answer those questions that you can find answers to. Let me first draw here, okay? And let's listen to track 1.7.
Tape script 1.7. A World Family. An interview with Zabia.
So, Zabia, how old are you?
I'm 21.
And I know you have an interesting background. What nationality are you?
Well, I've got a British passport.
So, you're British, but your parents, what nationality are your parents?
Well, my dad's Bolivian. He was born in Bolivia in South America. But he's had a British passport for the last 20 years. My mum was born in Spain, in the Basque Country, and she still has her Spanish passport.
So, how did they meet and end up having children in England?
They met when they were both studying English in England. About 3 years after that, they got married, and here I am. And then my brother.
And what was it like growing up in England with a Spanish mother and a Bolivian father?
I don't think I actually noticed nationality for years. Probably the first time I really noticed a difference was at secondary school. England were playing Spain in Euro 96, and my classmates made me choose which country to support.
So which country did you support?
I stayed neutral. Actually, I didn't mind which team won.
And which nationality do you feel now?
I'd say I was English rather than British. But I'm also very proud of my parents' heritage, half Basque and half Bolivian. I like that.
What contact have you had with your family abroad?
Well, I've only actually been to Bolivia once, when I was a baby. I've had more contact on my mum's side. My Spanish grandparents visit us in England, and when I was growing up, we always went to Spain in the summer. And
Very nice.
yeah, and if I'm at home, I speak to them, to my grandparents on the phone, maybe once a week.
And do you think that your Spanish heritage has influenced you at all?
Well, yes, I think so. I think it influenced my degree choice. I'm studying modern languages at Durham University, Spanish and French. I'm in my 3rd year. I have 1 more year to do.
And what are you hoping to do in the future?
Well, that's a very good question. Hopefully a job that offers some kind of opportunity to travel. But ultimately, I want to settle down for good in England. I've always been interested in my background, but I think that I realise England is my home and it's where I see myself living.
Thank you very much, Xavier.
You're welcome.
All right, so now try to answer as many questions as you can. There are some questions that we might need to get the answers from his mom. So we're going now to listen to track 1.8, and then we are going to answer the questions together. Just make sure that you answer the questions first. Okay? Now let's listen.
Tape script 1.8. An interview with Anna.
Anna, you're Spanish, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm from Bilbao, in the Basque country.
And how long have you lived here in Oxford?
23 years.
And how did that happen?
Well, I wanted to improve my English, so I came to England to study. Originally, I came for 6 months, but I met my husband. We met at the college. Actually, we met on the way to the college, in the street.
You met in the street?
Yes. It was my first day, and I was walking up the hill to the college, and Theo, that's my husband, was driving up the hill, and he stopped and offered me a lift, which I refused.
You refused?
Yes, but we ended up in the same class. I went into the class, and there he was.
And your husband's from Bolivia, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
So that means you speak the same language?
Yes, Spanish.
So why did you decide to live in England?
Well, mainly because my husband had a job here, and, we kind of decided we wanted a place in the middle between Spain and Bolivia.
A nice idea. And do you have 2 sons?
Yes, I do. Xavier is 21, nearly 22, and James is 19.
So what's it been like for them growing up in England with parents of different nationality?
Well, I think because we live in Oxford, a cosmopolitan city, they didn't notice it too much.
They're both bilingual, presumably?
No, not really.
Oh.
Because when they were children, even though we spoke to them in Spanish, they always replied in English.
Interesting. Tell me, how much contact has your family here had with the families in Spain and Bolivia?
I think more with my family in Spain because it's closer. We always spend summer there, 2 or 3 weeks usually.
And the Bolivian side?
Well, my husband keeps in touch all the time, but his family have never been here.
Never?
Never. We went to Bolivia once when Xavier was 18 months old. James has never been.
So what are the children doing now?
Xavier's at university, and James has just finished school. He's been working in a restaurant, saving money to travel.
And what do they want to do in the future?
Well, James, he's going to travel to Bolivia at last. Then he's going to university to study biology.
And Xavier?
I think he wants to work in the Foreign Office.
Anna, is it possible to sum up the pros and cons of bringing up a family in another country to your own?
Well, I think in a way it's good because you can take the best things from both cultures, but I don't think my sons will ever feel 100% English because their parents aren't English. It's quite tricky.
All right, so now stop the video again and try to answer the questions that you didn't find the answer to from the first audio, and then let's try to solve them together. Okay, so number 1, what nationality are Xavier and his parents, Anna and Theo, and which city do they live in? Xavier is British, Anna is Spanish, and Theo is Bolivian, and they live in Oxford. And number 2, how did Xavier's parents meet? And give details, and why did they decide to live in England? They met in the street on the way to college, where they were both studying, and Theo offered Anna a lift, but she refused, and they ended up in the same class at college. And they decided to live in England because Theo had a job there, and they wanted a place between Spain and Bolivia. Number 3, when and why did Xavier first notice his nationality? When he was at secondary school, especially that England was playing Spain, and his classmates made him choose which country to support, and he stayed neutral. Number 4, why weren't Xavier and James bilingual as children? When they were children, they always like even if when their parents spoke to them in Spanish, they always replied in English. Okay, and then we have question 5. How many times has Xavier been to Bolivia? How old was he? And how many times has James been there? And so the answer is that Xavier has been to Bolivia once, and he went there when he was 18 months old, and James has never been to Bolivia. Okay, let's move to question number 6. What contact does he have with his mother's family, and how long did they stay in Spain every summer? So Xavier's grandparents visit them in England, and he used to go to Spain in the summer for 2 or 3 weeks, and he speaks to his grandparents about once a week. 7, what is Xavier studying, and what is James going to study? He is studying Spanish and French, and James is going to study biology. What is Xavier hoping to do in the future, and where is he planning to live? Well, he's hoping to work in the Foreign Office, and he's planning to live in England. What is James doing at the moment, and what is he going to do? He has just finished school, and he's been working in a restaurant, saving money to go traveling, and he's going to travel to Bolivia before starting university. And number 10, what does Anna think are the pros and cons of bringing up a family in another country? She's saying it's good that you can take the best things from both cultures, but her sons would never feel 100% English because their parents aren't English, so it's quite tricky. Okay, so I want you now to write down the pros and cons of bringing up a family in another country from your own opinion. So try to do this, and then you got a self-study exercise here on the side. I want you to try to do it on your own here, like what's in a word and the pronunciation. Go to the dictionary and write down the words, repeat them, and over and over until you feel the difference in pronunciation. And now let's move to another part. We have here these, suffixes, or like the letters that you can find at the end of the word. So read these sentences, and we have like half word, and you try to use the right suffix at the end. Stop the video, do them, and let's do them together. Ready, steady, and go. Okay, so my grandfather is 84, but he's still very active. Lucky him. My sister's an actress. Very good. It's going to be actress. She's often on TV. Number 3, acting is not always a well-paid job. Oh, interesting. Number 4, this is not a time to do nothing. It's a time for action. Okay. And 5, we do a lot of activities in class to learn English. Yes, we do. We just had like lots of listening and vocabulary exercises and reading and so much. Okay, let's have a quick sort of a revision for the words that we had during the unit. So cosmopolitan city, it's like a city that has a lot of people from different nationalities. And then you can say well-paid job, a job that pays well. Close-knit family, you remember close-knit? And then we have drive carelessly. And then fall in love and win a race. Now I want you to try to put these words that go together in a sentence. Write them down under the video, okay? Don't forget. Okay, now let's move to another exercise, and we got here these lines. I want you to read them first, okay, like from 1 to 10, And I want you to tell me where could you hear the following lines of this conversation and who is talking to who. After you finish doing this, I want you to try to match a line from exercise 1 here with exercise 2 here, okay? So I'll give you some time to try to do it, okay? And then we're going to listen and check. And this is going to be our last exercise in this unit. Yay! And then we're going to be moving to unit 2, but after we get a very good break. Before we finish this unit, I want you to try to take your time studying carefully on your own. Don't try to hurry up and finish everything quickly because English takes some time. So take your time while answering the questions, make a plan and a time block for you to try to keep up the good work every week. So if you took, for example, like a week to study 1 unit, you will be able to finish in 12 weeks on your own, and that would be very good. Okay, now it's time to listen together. So this is track 1.11.
Tape script 1.11. Everyday situations. 1.
I need to make an appointment. It's quite urgent. I've lost a filling.
We have a cancellation this afternoon. 2:45, if that's okay.
That's great. I'll be there.
2.
A medium latte and a muffin, please.
Have here or take away?
Here, please.
That'll be £3.90, please.
3.
I can't make the meeting. I'm stuck in traffic.
Never mind. We'll start without you and brief you later.
Oh, hang on. We're moving again. I should be there in about an hour.
4.
Can you put in your PIN number and press enter?
Oh, no. I can't remember my number for this card. Oh, what is it?
Have you got another card you could use?
5.
Sparkling or still? And do you want ice and lemon in it?
Sparkling, please. Ice, but no lemon.
No problem. Is that all?
6.
I don't think you've met Greg. He's joining us from our New York office.
Hello, good to meet you. I've heard a lot about you.
Yeah, at last we meet. I'm looking forward to working together.
7.
How many bags are you checking in?
Just the one.
And did you pack it yourself?
Yes, I did.
8.
The lift's on your right. Would you like someone to help you with your luggage?
No, thank you. I'll manage.
Okay, if you're sure. Here's your key. Enjoy your stay.
9.
Please hold. Your call is important to us. All our operators are busy at the moment, but one of them will be with you shortly.
If I have to listen to that again, I'll go mad.
Can I help you?
At last, a real person. Do you know how long I've been waiting?
10.
There are still tickets for the 5:45 performance, but the 8:45 performance is sold out, I'm afraid.
That's fine. We'll have 2, please. 1 adult and 1 child.
Right, 2 for 5:45. The doors open at 5.
Okay, that was quite interesting. Now I will tell you the answers, but after you get to check your answers, I want you to listen one more time. And after that, I want you to repeat each sentence in each conversation multiple times and try also to get the energy. So let me tell you the answers, okay? A will take 7, okay? And B will be 3. And C, 6. D will take 8. E will take 10. F will take 2. G will take 4. H will take 9. and I will take 5, and J will take 1, okay? All right, so I want you now to listen one more time and to repeat it over and over as much as you can. And also let me write down the order of the numbers here on the side before we close to make sure that everything is as clear as possible for you. Okay. All right, here we go. So just let me write the numbers. Okay, so we got A7, and then we get 3. Uh-oh, here we go, just a second. We got B3, right? Yes, here it is. And after that, we got 6. Okay. And then we get 8. Just it's like three, 6. Okay. And then we get D will take 8. And E will take 10. And then 2. And then we get G4, line 4. H will take 9. Why does it? Yes, here it is. And then I will take 5. And then the last one will take number 1. Here we go. Okay, that was amazing. Now I want you to take your time during the unit. Each video, take your steps, very slow steps, doing it, listen to the audios once and twice, repeat with them, study the vocabulary, and write down the answers yourself under the video to make sure that you keep feeling motivated and engaged with the course. Thank you so much, and wait for Unit 2.